Welcome to the preview and predicted match lineup of Arsenal versus Brighton at home in the Carabao Cup. Now, this is going to be a tricky game because obviously we expect a lot of changes. And before I go to my predicted lineup, we have some new injury concerns because Saliba, Rice, uh, and Calafiori, they picked up injuries during our last game out with Crystal Palace. Now, Saliba came off at halftime. We haven't really been informed as to why he went off. Some sources say he was unwell. So we don't really know if it's something serious or it was just a little knock. But either way, I don't expect to see him playing on Wednesday either. Rice also came off. I think Rice is suffering from he's exhausted. He has played a lot of minutes, but it could be uh he has this issue with his Achilles, or maybe it was his toe. I am not sure. I'm just speculating. But again, I don't think it's serious. I just think it's a little knock. But either way, I don't expect to see him starting either. Same with Calafiori. We know how injury prone he has been. How many games he has missed this season because of last season because of the injury and all that. So we need to protect the guy. So far this season he has been pretty reliable, but he also came off with a little injury. We don't know what it is yet, but we'll find out pretty soon. But again, I don't think it's serious. But again, I don't expect to see him starting either. Anyway, this game, it's gonna be a little tricky because there's gonna be a lot of changes. Now, we don't know if Brighton are gonna make a whole lot of changes, especially after they lost in the Premier League over the weekend. You know, um, they might look at this trophy as the only trophy they might win this season, so they might take it a bit more serious than than we will. I don't mean to say we're not taking it serious, but we're definitely gonna make a lot of changes. So we expect, or I expect to see Brighton pull up with a strong team. So whichever team we put out there, it should be comfortable enough to get a result against Brighton. We know how Brighton, they're always good. We know when they're, especially when playing against the big clubs. And I want us to take the Carabao serious because we haven't won a trophy in a while now. We always throw away these small trophies, chasing the big trophies, and then in the end, we fail at winning anything. So I think taking this trophy serious would do good for our season. We need to go and win it so it can give us a boost to actually go and win the Premier League and the Champions League as well. So I expect a good team, and without further ado, let me get into the predicted lineup. Now, in goal, Raya has been actually very good. That I forgot that we have Kepa on the bench. Kepa is also a very good goalkeeper actually. So Kepa will come back. I expect him to have a good game. Although he might be a little rusty, he hasn't played in a while, but I expect him to do well. Right back, this is where the whole back four is gonna be new. So I expect to see Timber out. He needs rest, man. This guy, we need to protect him as much as possible. He is so good, especially coming off the ACL, but we need to protect the guy. So I expect to see uh, Ben White at right back. I feel bad for Ben White because before Timber arrived, he was actually pretty decent for us. Now it's almost as if he has been forgotten. But That's just how football is. It's a it's a cruel sport. So, and Timber has come. He's doing very well. It's hard for Timber to get for White to get in the team, but um I expect him to start on Wednesday. Center backs is gonna be Moscara. Why do I keep saying Moscara? Mosquera and in Kapie, In Kapie he had a little cameo on versus Crystal Palace. He looked decent. So I expect him and Mosquera to have a good game. Left back, Lewis Kelly comes back, I also feel like it's a bit unfair how Lewis Kelly has been demoted to the bench, but Calafiori has been doing excellent, and it's good. It's good to have healthy competition. So I expect Lewis Kelly back there. The midfield is gonna change too. Rice and uh, and who else? Rice and Zubi, they need rest. They've played a lot of minutes, so I expect to see them on the bench. If we just in case we need them. I hope they don't play. So that's where Merino and Nogard come in. They should be able to do a comfortable job in there. And then Eze, I expect to see Eze there as well. Um, I think that's a good midfield, and they should be able to control the game. They should be able to. We should be able to be comfortable with them against Brighton. The front three, I don't. You know what? The only change I would make is Saka out for Waneri. I feel bad for Waneri as well because you could see he is very talented, and I think if he was in a different club, he would be starting week in, week out. I don't know why the manager doesn't trust him that much, especially when we are struggling to create chances. He can run up people. He can take one, two, players, open up the space. But I don't know why. I just don't know why the manager doesn't trust him that much. But I expect him to start, and I hope he grabs the opportunity and shows the manager like, hey, I need to be starting games too. But yeah, Gyökeres, I think Gyökeres will start because we don't really have anybody else, to be honest, to come in for him. So he needs to get there, get get some goals, get a few shots in. Just try to get in. Try to get in the team. Try to support the team. Try to work on his movement. Because Gyökeres, man, you need if you don't start scoring very soon, and players like Havertz are coming back, players like uh this guy Jesus is coming back, you might find yourself on the bench pretty soon. Now I hope it doesn't happen, but you need to perform on the pitch. On the left, I think I'm gonna start with Trossard. Martinelli needs some rest, man. Trossard didn't really have a good game on the weekend, so I'm gonna start him so Martinelli can rest, and then we'll start Martinelli on the weekend. But yeah, that's my team. Let me know your thoughts. I expect us to win comfortably, a 2-0 win over Brighton. I think the scorers will be Waneri and Gyökeres. All right, let's keep on winning. Let's keep on with the momentum, and I hope the boys have a good game. We don't need any more injuries, and yeah, we'll see how the game goes. I'm out. Peace.